Thanks for tuning in to GTO Good Old Boys. Buckle up and enjoy the show with your host, Paul Ponder.
Hey guys, I'm Paul Ponder with GTO Good Old Boys, and we've got a special guest, Mr. Jacob Lambert. Got that right, didn't I, Jacob?
Yes, sir, you did.
Okay, and he is originally from Texas, and he has moved to Knoxville, Tennessee, and is working with a company called that he represents, Bates Reels.
Yes, sir.
Right?
That's right.
So what we'd like to do today is we'd like to take some time to introduce y'all to the Bates Reels. Let's first off start by talking about how much of the reel is made in the USA.
So as of right now, the reels are actually manufactured in China. And
Okay.
Bates is a company that at the forefront of their mind, they're always working to move it here. So
Okay.
some exciting news starting at ICAST this year. They will have two reels that will be assembled and cut with the CNC machine here in the United States.
Really?
And they're moving towards that. in
Well,
their
good. So
manufacturing.
it's just taking a little time for
Yes,
for
sir.
them to get it going.
Yes, sir. But that's always been something that, you know, the owner buddy at Bates is always working towards, and
Right.
that is coming up in the future of the
So the
company.
one that owns Bates, his name's Buddy.
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's
sir.
that's very unique.
Yeah, buddy. He's a really good guy, and he's done a really good job of manufacturing and producing these reels. He's made
Right.
a really, really great product.
And he's very sincere in what he does.
Yes, sir. He is. He dealing anybody that's dealt with Buddy. I know you've talked to Buddy
I
on
have.
the phone. He's a really great guy, and
Yes.
he has a passion for what he's doing. So anytime you get to work with people that are passionate about the product that they're making, it makes
Okay.
my job a lot easier.
Well, let's cover some of the products. You've got 4 reels sitting out here in
Yep.
front of us, and you just start off with the one you want to start off with.
Yeah, so we can go ahead and start with that goat. That's the goat swim bait, the goat bait casting reel over here. This is the one that kind of started it all. This was the original low profile bait casting reel that Bates had come out with back in, I believe, 2022.
Okay.
All their reels are made out of a stock aluminum bar and CNC'd machine down.
Okay.
So that makes it unique because they are one of, if not the only low profile bait casting reel on the market that is CNC'd machine, not casted out of aluminum.
Okay.
What that does is it produces a terrific final product. With the reel, you're going to have the most durable product on the market.
Okay. As far as the gear sets and things.
Gear sets, the frame, all of that. So with that frame being so strong, it makes sure that when you're fighting bigger fish or you're pulling stuff out of cover, those gears stay set the whole time. There's no shifting or moving within the gears. So that just ensures the longevity of the product and make sure, you know, it stays working the best it can for as long as possible.
And what would you use that reel right there for?
This reel is one of the ones that you could kind of use it for a little bit of anything. It's a 150 size reel, line capacity wise. So if you wanted to throw a crankbait on it or swim a jig or anything like that, it's kind of the one of the do-all reels that they have.
Sort of a universal model.
Yep, and this one retails in at $299 too.
Retails at $299.
Yes, sir. And this is, like I said, this is the one that kind of started it all, and then they've just advanced it on from here.
All right. What about? Is there any ceramic in them?
Ceramic, no, sir. They have stainless steel ball bearings, and each one of them is a little bit different. So the Hundo right there actually has 3 different types of bearings. It has a stainless, an NMB performance bearing, and then one aluminum bearing as well. So that it just kind of helps the reel stay smooth and helps the longevity of the product as well.
Okay. All right. So that's your universal size right
Yep.
there.
Yes, sir.
And it's not real big, guys, because I've got a small hand and I can get it in my hand, and it's very, very smooth. We're going to go on to the next one now. It's the Hundo.
Yeah, the Hundo. That's the one that really started the buzz of it all. This one was released back at ICAST. It was the Knoxville Classic, not ICAST, in 2023 when they had the Classic there at Knoxville. That was the first time I saw this reel. I was still in college. I was working the Seagar booth, and Bates was pretty close, so I was able to talk to Buddy a little bit about the reel there. This one comes in at 5 ounces. It is, I believe, 22% smaller than the goat. It has dual braking systems, 14 pounds of drag, and comes in a 7 and 8 to 1 gear ratio.
Okay.
This reel really stepped it up. It's another do-all kind of reel for them. With the smaller line capacity, a lot of people like it for swim jig, frogs, flipping here and there. This reel's also been very popular within the wade fishing community down in like Matagorda Bay, Texas. So people were catching anything from redfish to trout to bass on this reel.
Wow.
You know? So it's kind of do all reel for them.
Right.
And it retails in at $375.
$375. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Let's go to the next one.
The next one is the Goat Swim. It's one that was released at ICAST last year. It is the big brother to the original Goat.
Right here.
Yep. With this one, they upgraded the handle on it, so they have a bigger handle for more control for you swim bait guys, and all the line capacity you could want. This reel's main purpose is throwing a big swim bait.
Okay.
For your glide bait guys,
Okay.
guys throwing big mag drafts or a Huddleston or anything like that, this is the reel for them.
Okay. And what does it retail in?
$395.
$395.
Yes, sir. $395, and like I said, that's the swim bait workhorse. It's in the name with the goat and then the swim on the end of it.
Right.
And just a really slick looking reel too. I like the way that one looks a lot.
What about an A-rig?
A-rig too, yeah, it'd be great for an A-rig.
Exactly, because that's real big in wintertime for us.
Yep, it'd be really, really big for an A-rig with that line capacity.
Right.
You can sling it as far as you wanted to.
10XD, 8XD.
Yeah, anything you wanted. Would be great for that, just because the line capacity. Really
Right.
helps
So
out
it's
there.
a summer, winter. It's really,
You could use it anytime.
it's just very hefty, ain't it?
Yeah, it's built, and you can feel it when you pick it up for the first time. And really, with any of these reels, the first thing that I noticed when I first picked them up for the first time was you feel the build quality
Right.
in the product.
Okay.
There's no plastic. It's all all aluminum or all really high quality components on the reels. And you
Correct,
can
exactly.
see that in the end product.
Now I know these prices, the retail pricing on these are pretty high, but guys, y'all just hang on, because there toward the end of this, we're going to tell you why it is.
Yeah, that's right.
All right, so cover your last one.
The last one here, this is the Hundo LTS. This one was released at ICAST last year. If you can see down, I don't know if y'all can see the spool right there, but it's got a huge spool on it. LTS is what stands for Light Tackle System. That's our BFS reel, our bait finesse system reel. It's main, throwing a 1/8 or a 1/16 ounce little Ned or something like that on it.
What type of braking system does it have on?
It has the dual braking system, just like the Hundo does. So
All of them have dual braking systems?
the Hundo and the LTS do.
Okay.
The Goat and the Goat Swim are magnetic brakes.
Okay. All right.
So on this one, it's got the dual braking system, and it's got that big spool in there. It's made to be casting light stuff. You're not going to want to put more than probably a 10 or 12 pound fluorocarbon line on there.
Okay.
Because you're not going to get the line capacity out of it. You're not fitting much line on that.
Can you
reel.
put braid on it?
Yes, you can.
Okay.
You can put braid on it. Like I said, you still don't want to go much over the 10 or 12 pound mark on that.
All right.
And I even have heard some people, using this one for forward facing sonar.
Oh, okay.
Like if they want something different, or maybe they don't like a spinning reel. I've had guys tell me that they've used it to throw.
Well, forward-facing sonar's got big here on Gulf.
Yeah, it has. It's kind of taking the world
some
by
people just
storm.
don't like to throw the spinning stuff. So
Nope.
that would be.
So it could be the problem to the solution to your problem.
And it's a small reel.
Yes, sir. It's the same, built on the same frame as the Hundo.
Okay.
So it's got 5 ounces, 14 pounds of drag, all that stuff. So it's built.
It's ready to be used then.
Yes, sir.
And what's the price point on it?
$395.
$395. So let's go over the price points before we get in the good stuff.
Yeah,
okay?
that works.
All right. Price point for the goat.
$299. $375 for the Hundo. $395 for the Goat Swim.
Okay.
And the LTS.
Okay.
Yes,
and
sir.
The LTS and the goat swim is $395.
Yep.
$375.
Yep.
And $299.
Correct.
Okay. So that's got 4 of the reels. Currently, we handle these 2, don't we?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But we can get those
Yep.
at any time for any request.
That's right. No problem.
And so I don't want you to think just because we ain't got them, you can't get them. We've got them at all 3 locations. We got them at Highway 69 in Gunnersville. We've got them here at Waterfront, and we've also got some at Goose Pond. So if y'all are interested in anything, then I would love for you to give us a call. Now we're going to get to the exciting part. Everybody wants to know about a warranty. Most people have a 1-year warranty on their reels, correct?
Correct.
Okay. I'm going to turn the warranty over to you. Put it on them.
So the warranty on these reels is really good. We call it, Bates calls it the 3-year no bull warranty, which means you have 3-year warranty on the reel. If anything happens to it, the reel breaks or anything like that, the customer, whoever you sell it to, will deal directly with Bates Fishing.
Okay.
And if anything goes wrong with the reel within 3 years of them owning it, no question, they'll either fix it, or I've even sent them a brand new reel before.
Brand new reel. And that's 3 years, guys.
Yep. And that's something that Bates as a company really backs. It's not, I know people that have had to go through the warranty deal before on maybe 1 or 2, and it's been no problem. You know, that's something that Buddy and Bates is very proud of, and they back it 100%.
100% backed. And now let's say you've had one 4 years. What do you do in that case?
In that scenario, it would most likely be up to Buddy and Bates on what they were going to do with that. Mm-hmm. I'm not really sure how they would handle it, but I wouldn't be surprised if they backed it.
Okay. Let me ask you this. It's always, what you're telling me on this warranty is it's always going back to Bates. Mm-hmm. How hard is it to get in touch with them?
Not hard.
That is the big deal and what I hear the most of.
Yes, they are one of the easiest manufacturers to talk to and get a hold of.
Okay. Do they answer every call that comes in?
That I've seen, yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. So you're not talking to a machine, you're talking to a person.
Correct.
Okay. So to wrap this up, you've got, guys, a 3-year no bull warranty.
Correct.
Okay. Then you've got a phone number. I assume it's an 800 number that you can call if you've got any questions whatsoever. It don't have to be about a warranty. It could be any question about the reel, right? Mm-hmm. And somebody's going to be there to answer the phone and to answer your question, correct?
Correct. Okay,
and it's all out of Texas, right?
Yes, sir. Sherman, Texas.
Sherman, Texas is where they currently are. And that's, I assume that's going to be the point of when they start building them in the United States, they're going to come out of?
Mixture of Tennessee and Texas.
Tennessee, that's what I'm talking about.
Yes, sir.
So if I have a problem with a reel, all I got to do is holler at you, and you can have it down here just like you came down here.
Or you can call me.
Okay.
Either one's fine.
Either or. So there's multiple people to get in touch with, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, is there anything else you would like to cover on these?
Man, I think we about hit all the marks.
Okay, so we have covered all the types of fishing that is done on Gunnersville, from your big crankbaits to your big swim baits to your finesse minnows.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
So they've got a reel for every type of fishing done here on Gunnersville and anywhere else you want to go. Plus, you've used them in brackish water. How are they as far as being sealed with the salt water?
The saltwater stuff. So there's no real way to seal a bait casting reel.
Okay.
But the components that they are using in them are all corrosive,
coated. Okay.
So as long as you're rinsing it off and taking care of your reel, there's no problems at all.
So when you're fishing saltwater or brackish water, what do they need to do when they get through using it? What do they need to do?
Rinse it out with fresh water.
Just fresh water. Just give it a good washing.
Yep. Yes, sir.
So that don't take more than a minute.
Yeah, if that.
That's it.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
All right. So that's covered. And if it does corrode within the 3 years, is that still under warranty?
Yes.
Okay, so it is under warranty. So, guys, I want to stress the warranty situation because this is a 3-year no-bull warranty that is probably – I can't think of a manufacturer that offers that.
No, there's not very many of them.
if any.
If any.
Right,
Yep.
exactly. Well, Jacob, I appreciate you making a stop by and coming down from
Yes, sir.
Knoxville.
Thank you for having me.
And we hope this goes a long way, and we hope y'all have enjoyed the podcast on these new Baits reels. Oh, I'll get it right here for a quick. So I hope y'all really have enjoyed it, and I hope y'all have learned something. And if not, you can look at it again and make sure you don't have anything left out. Is there a phone number that you have?
My personal phone number
Yes.
is 931-319-8964.
Say that a little slower.
931-319-8964.
Okay.
If you have any questions about the reels, feel free to give me a call. I'm happy to talk baits, reels, or just fishing in general.
This is Mr. Jacob Lambert. Don't forget his name like I did. And give him a call. Let him talk to you about it.
Thanks,
Jacob,
Paul.
thank you so much.
Appreciate it, man.
Hope you have a safe trip home. Guys, get out there and fish. Get what you want, and let's go to it, and let's catch some of them. All right, y'all have a great day. Thank you.
Thank you.